Mr. Speaker, I rise today to address one of the important drivers of our economy, the way we develop the workforce of tomorrow. Since the founding of our country, American workers have led the way in being the most productive and innovative in the world. However, technology and changing demands require that we identify new ways to maintain our competitive edge. After nearly 10 years of stagnant growth, our economy is once again booming, thanks to cutting taxes and cutting regulations. Yet today, our economy faces a new challenge. At this moment, there are a record 6.6 million job openings in our country. And while we currently have the lowest unemployment rate in 18 years, there are still millions of Americans looking for a job. However, every day I hear from employers throughout Kansas and our country about their difficulty filling open jobs because our workforce does not have all the skills it needs. I believe this is because for decades, politicians, educators, and even parents have told students that the only way to succeed is to get a 4-year college degree. While a college degree is extremely important, some jobs are critical in requiring that. Today we are seeing that many college students are graduating with crippling student loan debt and have trouble finding a job, while we have a shortage of skilled labor positions such as welders, machinists, truck drivers, and people with other needed skills. Because of this, I believe we have no choice but to change the way we are developing our workforce. We need to empower students to have more opportunities to prepare for the careers they want, whether through technical schools, community colleges, or typical universities. Kansas has led the way with this, passing Kansas Senate Bill 155, which has allowed high school students to graduate with either or both a technical or college-ready certificate. Through this effort, I believe Kansans can serve as a model for this country on how we train our workforce. As a member of the House Committee on Education and Workforce, I've been proud to serve on several ways to do this, including amending the Prosper Act, which will reform higher education and student aid and allow students to complete work studies as apprenticeships in fields that they are studying. That amendment will help students to be more marketable once they finish their degrees and builds on our need to support apprenticeship programs throughout the country. This also helps minimize outlandish student loan debt too many students and families are racking up. In addition to working on the Prosper Act, I've also proposed the HOPE Act, which would allow TANF assistance dollars to go towards successful workforce development program, one of which is called Jobs for America Graduates, or JAG. Earlier this month, I visited with some JAG students at Newton High School in Newton, Kansas, and heard about how the program has prepared them for their careers after high school. Allowing more TANF dollars to go towards this program can help many at-risk students and get more people off assistance and onto successful lives. These efforts are part of our overall goal of making sure every American can get the skills they need to fulfill their potential. I want to thank Chairwoman Fox and the Education and Workforce Committee for their work towards this goal. Together, we can advance legislation which will maintain and grow Americans' leadership in our global economy. With that, I yield back the balance of my time.
Thank you, Mr. Estes, and I want to brag a little on Kansas also. I had the opportunity last year to visit in Congressman Estes' district and see firsthand the cooperation going on there among the different levels of education, the high schools, community colleges, state universities, and working with business and industry, particularly the aerospace industry. I wonder, Mr. Estes, if you would like to add to your comments about the great programs going on there, because I frankly have gone all over the country and talked about that innovative program that's going on there.
That's right. We have an innovative aerostructure environment in Wichita. In fact, Wichita is known as the air capital of the world. And so we're always looking for skilled employees to fill those jobs, to help keep planes running, keep parts being produced through the process. And our businesses have worked with community colleges and partnered with Wichita State University and are partnering with high schools to help make sure that the skills are available for that those employers can have the employees that they need to help keep their operations running. It's been a great transition as we've gone through the baby boomers who are now starting to retire and starting to leave the workforce. And we need to make sure that we have enough skilled employees to replace them as they're retiring and make sure that we keep America's economy growing strong.